Hi, this is Ogres, and this video review is on WWE NXT 2.0 Vengeance Day, or just NXT Vengeance Day, from February 15th, 2022. The recording date is now February 19th, 2022. It is now 10:11 p.m. I finished watching this show early in the morning today. Actually, I want to say I finished watching it about 18 hours ago. But yeah, let's get into the show. I'm finally reviewing it, even though I was supposed to do it, how many days ago? I was supposed to do it 2 days ago, but I'm finally doing it today. So yeah, let's get into the review itself. Let me just clear my glasses. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, I meant to do this earlier. Just give me a second. That should help. Alright, now I can see. Alright, so the first match on this NXT Vengeance Day this year, which was not on Valentine's Day, it was on February 15th, 2022, was... Where was I? The first match on this special episode of NXT 2.0, which was the Vengeance Day episode, was Pete Dunne versus Tony D'Angelo in a weaponized steel cage match. Pete Dunne won this match by pinfall in a convincing manner. So yeah, that ends their rivalry, I guess. Ends it, yeah. One second. Then there was a promo backstage which was taped earlier in the day. Raquel gets Cora ready for the Dusty Classic. I also saw this on YouTube as well. So I've saw this about 2 or 3 times. Then there's a promo backstage. Diamond Mine addresses MSK. Then there's a promo after this. MSK looks to go back to back in the Dusty Cup. Match number 2, which I've seen a couple of times, including on YouTube, was Persia. Excuse me. It was Persia and Indy versus Toxic Attraction, which was Gigi Dolan and JC Jane for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. Toxic Attraction entered the match first. They ended up retaining the titles by pinfall when JC Jane, I believe she pinned Indy Hartwell, but I'm not going to swear to it. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, yeah. Then there's a promo backstage. Oh yeah, Toxic Attraction were accompanied by Mandy Rose, by the way. For the promo backstage, Wendy searches for a Dusty Classic partner. The Women's Dusty Cup Tag Team Classic starts apparently next week. So February 22nd here, it will start February 23rd in Australia. So that's just 4 days from now. Or a little under 4 days, 3.5 days from now. There's a promo after that. Jensen talks to Briggs about his date. Then there's a promo in the ring. Grayson Waller wants LA Knight to be arrested. Then there's a promo backstage. Persia reassures Indy after their match. Then there's a promo. Superstars take part in a Black History tour. Then there's a promo backstage. Ciampa will protect NXT from outsiders. Then match number 3 was Grimes versus Hayes for the NXT North American title, an NXT North American title match. Carmelo Hayes was accompanied by Trick Williams. Cameron Grimes didn't win, so Carmelo Hayes won this match by pinfall and is still the NXT North American Champion, but he put up a hell of an effort, Grimes did. Promo backstage after this, Kaylee Ray shows Io Shirai how to rage. I've seen this a couple of times too online. Match number 4, MSK versus the Creed Brothers Dusty Classic Tag Team Tournament Finals. It was a decent match. I just preferred last year's final more when it was MSK versus the Grizzled Young Veterans, but that's just me. But it was still a great match. The Creed Brothers won by pinfall and are the new Dusty Cup Tag Team Tournament winners. So this ends MSK's run in the Dusty Cup Tag Team Tournament. So they're no longer they're not the defending champions anymore. Yeah. Then there's a promo. Nikita Lyons is ready to roar on NXT 2.0. Then there's a promo in the ring. Solo Sikoa objects to claims from Imperium. Then there's the interview. Then there's an interview backstage. Dolph Ziggler talks about Tommaso Ciampa. Then there's a promo backstage. Pete Dunne sends a message to Carmelo Hayes. Then the main event, match number 5, was Bron Breakker versus Santos Escobar for the NXT Championship. I'm not sure what the order was. Santos Escobar. No, the champion came out last, which makes sense. But he won by pinfall and is still the NXT champion. Dolph Ziggler came out towards the end of the match, super kicked Bron Breakker. Santos Escobar got 1, 2, but then Bron Breakker kicked out. And then Tommaso Ciampa came back out when Dolph Ziggler was frustrated that his handiwork didn't pay off. Then they brawled. One second. Ciampa grabbed his leg and then they started punching each other or beating each other up. But Bron Breakker eventually hit his what is that move called? He put him up on over his head and then he just picked him up and power slammed him and got the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, he's still the NXT champion. He got booed toward the end. I was actually surprised about that. He got booed when he entered, which I didn't notice. But then he got booed. When he was dominating at the end, which was a very big surprise because they were cheering this guy. I think they cheered him just weeks before this. I think just as far back as January, they were still cheering him. So there you go. That's NXT Takeover Vengeance Day. The opening match was very good for what it was. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Let's say it was about a 8 out of 10. The second match was good for what it was, but nothing too special. About 3 out of 5 stars. 7.5 out of 10. Match number 3 was a good match. About an 8 out of 10. I would give it about 3.5 stars. So same as NXT. Same as the opening match. And then the Dusty Classic Tag Team Tournament Finals match was actually very good for what it was. I would say about 4 out of 5 stars. But I think last year's, to me, was more memorable because MSK, they won their debut in NXT. They won the Dusty Cup all the way through. So I would say this was about a 9 out of 10. And then the main event itself was good. But I've seen better main events. That was about 3 out of 5 stars. I think the main event from Vengeance Day last year was more memorable. I'm trying to remember what it was though. It's been a while since I've watched it. What was the main event? Finn Balor was the champion. I'm trying to remember who was in the match. I don't remember who was in the match. Let me have a look. Vengeance Day. Oh yeah, Pete Dunne. There you go. It was Pete Dunne versus Finn Balor, and this was when the whole Undisputed Era imploded or broke up after this, I believe. Oh, and let's go back to the Dusty Cup Classic. See, this is how I remember. Yeah, MSK, they beat... I see, yeah. Wow, I totally forgot that Cora Jade was in NXT in February 2021. I didn't even notice. I thought she debuted like after Stand and Deliver or something, so which I thought was April of last year. So she was in NXT as far back as over a year ago. Looks good. The Dusty Cup Classic was much better though. Anyway, going off the topic of this, so the score for this one is about an 8 out of 10. Alright, so grade overall for Vengeance Day. To be honest, I thought it was about a C. Actually, I'm not sure. Let me check the scores. I think for now it's a C, but let me check the total of the scores. Maybe that will give me an idea of what the grade should be. First match was 8. Second match, half. 8 for that match. 9 for that match. And 8 for that match. So 40.5. About an 8.1. So 8. The score will be 8 out of 10 for Vengeance Day. So I'd say it's about a B actually, yeah. B, but only because of the star power for certain matches. But it was probably a much weaker main event compared to last year, in my opinion, because of all the stuff that was surrounding it. I mean, you had Dolph Ziggler was still a big name, but it's completely different. NXT was completely different a year ago compared to what it became, to what it is now. But yeah, that's my video review of NXT Vengeance Day from February 15th, 2022. Where did this take place? It was in Orlando, Florida, I know that. What was the name of the thing? It's not called it's not called that anymore. It says there from the Performance Center, excuse me. Capital Performance Center, is that the new name of it? I guess so. But yeah, let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought about the video review of NXT Vengeance Day 2022 in the comment section below. Like my video and subscribe to my channel. As you can see, I got my Wrestle Rock shirt on. So yeah, my next video review will be on, and I need to do it because Elimination Chamber is literally just 6 hours away from now, I think, less than 6 hours. So the next thing I'm reviewing, here it is WWF Raw from February 18th, 2002. That I meant to do earlier today, so the 20th anniversary of that show is today. So that's my next video review. Alright, so this has been Ogus, peace out.